Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Nita. Watch me glow up. How are you guys? I want to tell y'all story time for a minute, but I've been kind of procrastinating. But I want to tell y'all about the time I got into a fight with a total stranger. Like, I did not know this person at all. Next thing you know, we over there. I'm having to defend myself from this person, still not knowing who they are while they're sitting there hitting on me. Like, I've lived in a bunch of different states when I was younger. Y'all know we gotta get the backstory. One of these states was Oklahoma. I've lived in Oklahoma, I think like a couple of times. I don't remember how long I lived there because I was pretty younger. And if y'all know, I've had a lot of traumatic experiences in my childhood. So a lot of things that I don't really remember exactly. But I know we stayed there for a couple years and we lived in like two different houses. So I went to like a couple different schools. This is when I was in like elementary school, like middle school timing. But I think I started off in elementary and then I like switched to middle school while I was there. You know, when you in one area, you got your little friends in that area and stuff and y'all know each other. So when y'all transition to like the middle school, everybody knows each other. So when I was in elementary, I went to a couple elementary schools. The first one was like pretty cool. I had my little best friend there. I ended up moving to my other house and I had to go to another school. Actually, no, I think this is the school I went to first. And then I went to that school, y'all. Like I said, it's just a lot jumbled up. I really don't remember. But at some point, I went to this one school. It was kind of in the ghetto-ish part of town. Because, you know, every area has their ghetto. Like every state has their little ghetto areas. No matter where you go, it's always going to be like the fancy part, the suburbs. And then it's going to be the little ghetto area that y'all know it's ghetto. So when I moved here, it's like I knew it was ghetto because like my mom told me, but like I was a kid. I'm trying to think how old I was. I might have been like 10, 11, 12, like in that range. Yeah, I was like between 10 and 12 or like 9 and 12. So whatever age you are when you were in like fourth grade. Was it fourth grade? Y'all, I don't know. Just know I was between like 9, 10, 11, 12 in that range. She told me it was ghetto and I was like, I don't really know what that means, but I really don't got a choice to go to school, so you know we're just gonna see how it goes. I'll tell y'all the school because it's like I don't go there no more, and I don't even live in the state anymore. So it was called Bodine Elementary. Ghetto, just straight ghetto. I go to this school, right, and while I'm at this school, I meet some friends. I can't remember if I met them at the school or if we met like because we live nearby each other. I think we met at school. I met these two people. We gonna call them K and A. So the first one, her name was K. She was really cool, like really cool. Like both of them were actually pretty cool. Like I don't know why I said A, but we gonna stick to it because her name don't even start with an A. I was trying to do it like yes it does, yes it does. She had a nickname that started with an S, but her actual name started with an A. A, she was cool too, but like you know, I don't know, you know how you always kind of have a feeling about somebody. So it was just something about her that was like, I don't know. But Kay was real cool. At this point, we were living with some family members and I think we ended up moving and getting a house. So when we got the house, I literally ended up moving nearby K and A. So like they were like right up the street from me. So I used to always go to their house. All the time I used to go to their house. We used to always hang out. I would spend a night sometimes at Kay's house. Sometimes I would spend a night at A's house. But I'll be at A's house a lot because Kay's people, they was kind of like, I don't know, like her mom and her stepdad were always like fighting and stuff. So like sometimes people were not allowed to be around. So we would just totally avoid going over there because we know they're going to be getting into it. I wouldn't just go over there all the time. But I would always be at A's house. I think at this time, because when I was living in Oklahoma, this is when everything kind of went downhill between me and my mom. Like, our relationship wasn't always strained. It wasn't until she found something on my phone when we was living here. Oh my gosh, y'all. Hold on. Going to this school is what got me in big bad trouble. I was living here and this is when everything went downhill with my mom because going to this school I was being influenced to do bad things. So I had got like this app on my phone and my mom seen it and she got so mad and she like stole off on me, and the police was there and everything. This is when our relationship started going downhill. And I can't remember if this was before or after that situation happened, but I think it might have been before, and it wasn't too much strain going on between me and my mom. But so I was always over there because I didn't like to be at home. So I'm like, I'm gonna be over here with her. And Kay had like animals and dogs in the back. Like her stepdad was one of them where he had like the pit bulls and stuff, the pretty pit bulls. So we would be back there playing with them and stuff. And then every now and then the dogs would get like pregnant and have like babies and stuff. And one time I got a puppy. I got like 2 puppies and I wasn't supposed to. I ended up taking 2 puppies. I claimed them. Could never take them home, but I'm sitting here claiming the dog. Me and A, we got closer than K because K always has stuff going on. Like, I mean, I was close with K, but she would always have like stuff going on at home to where sometimes she wouldn't even be outside and stuff like that. But A, pretty much A was more available. So we would always hang out, and then, you know, K would come in the picture, and we would all be like a little group. We were all close, but A was more available. I would see them and we would hang out a lot after school. One time I was in school, you know, it was like, it was these dudes at school. It was like 2 fine dudes. I would always be like, hey, these dudes is fine. Like, so I would always talk to one. One of them was really cool with me. The other one was kind of one of them stuck up fine dudes. Like, he knew he was fine. He was stuck up. Like, you ain't really got no access to him. But the other one, he was cool. So I would always talk to him, hang with him. Now that I think about it, I don't know if that was the main problem, but I digress. So one time I'm in school, I'm just chilling, and I'm walking through the hallway, and I get bumped by somebody. I'm just like, and I look, and I'm like, the heck? And it's like this girl looking at me, and I'm just like, the freak, mind you, y'all, I'm small. I'm 5'2" right now as a 25-year-old woman. And I got weight on me now. I've had 2 kids. So just imagine how small I was before 2 kids. And back then I was even smaller because I was a little kid. So I'm this little girl that just minds her business, don't really talk to a bunch of people, never have beef with anybody. Next thing you know, I'm getting bumped in the hallway. So I look back and the girl looking at me, and I'm like, who is that? Like, I think I asked whoever was near me, like, who is that? And they're like, I don't know. Like, I literally never seen her in my life or nothing. And so I'm just like, okay. So, you know, time passes on, and I'm hearing people talking, saying that, like, this girl want to fight me, like she got a problem with me. And I'm like, who? And they tell me her name, and I'm gonna say what her name was. They was like, her name is Jada or whatever, and she wanna like fight you. And I'm like, who is that? Who is Jada? Who? Jada who? Jada Pinkett Smith? Like, who? So they're like, yeah, she wanna fight you or whatever. And I'm like, I don't even know who that is. Like, who is this girl? Come to find out, she in a whole grade like above me, I think. And I'm just like, who is this? Like, y'all, I literally did not know who this was at all. Remember I told you there was the 2 fine dudes in the school? I mentioned them because, like, I don't know, I think I would like kind of gravitate towards them. The other stuck up one that I was talking about, his name, well, his name don't really matter. We'll just call him stuck up. And then we'll call the other one that was cool, fine shit. So stuck up, he had a nice little house. He had like a trampoline and stuff at his house. So every now and then, you know, we was being fast little girls. We would walk to his house because it was a little distance, but we would be able to walk there. Me and A would walk there sometimes, and we would jump on a trampoline or whatever. We jump on the trampoline and whatnot. One of these days, we decide that we want to go jump, so we jump on with the dude or whatever. I keep hearing things about this Jada girl and how she want to scrap with me, how she got a problem with me, and I still don't know who she is. So I'm not really taking it, like, I'm taking it with a grain of salt because I'm just like, I don't know who this girl is, so I don't have no problem with her, so I really don't gotta worry about it too much. One day, I'm just walking down the hallway, and I see people following me and crowds of people following me. And you know what that means. I'm like, oh, who finna fire or whatever. So I walked to the bus. Like I have to walk. I think I walked home or walked to the bus stop or something like that. For some reason, I had to walk to get to where I was going, like after school. So I'm walking and people following me. And I'm like, why is everybody following me or whatever? And I look back and it's like a crowd of people and it's this girl following them. Like they're following the girl. Like she's in front of them. And I'm just like, I look at her hair and it's like, I don't mean to be that one, but I always had long hair. Like my hair this is the shortest my hair has ever been in my entire life. Like literally since I've been born. Like I used to have really long hair. Like people used to think my hair was fake. I look in the girl hair like this and I'm like, I remember when the girl bumped me in the hallway, I looked back and her ponytail was little. It's always them little ponytail girls. I think that might have been one of the reasons why she was hating on me because I had long hair. I literally don't know. I see a girl with little hair walking and there's a crowd of people following her. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, and at this time, I wasn't like a scared kid, but I was to myself kid. Like, I wasn't all rambunctious thing. I was that girl or nothing like that. So I started getting that adrenaline, like scared type of like, oh my God, like they're coming for me. Like, I'm like, oh, like, hold on. I start getting that like fight adrenaline. And so they're getting closer and closer, and it's like, it's nothing I can do because the bus is not here or whatever I was waiting for wasn't here. What is that? What was that? Anyway, I think we might have been waiting on somebody to pick us up, actually. Because where I was at, it was down a hill, so it was like all grass, and it was like, so I was downhill. Imagine this is the hill. This is what it looks like. So it's like a slope. So I'm downhill, and the crowd and everybody else coming from up the hill, going downhill, and I'm standing down here. They're coming, and then I'm just like, oh my God. So I'm starting to brace myself because it's obvious I'm not going to get out this situation. And it was me and my friend. I can't remember if it was K or A. I think it might have been A. And mind you, listen to A in this story because it's like, you'll see. Y'all will see. A is with me, right? So I'm there and it's literally just me and A. So at this point, I'm scared. Like, I'm young, y'all. So I'm scared. I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm not trying to fight. Like, I don't know this girl. Why is she even trying to fight me? Like, I'm not trying to fight. Like, the girl get close to me and she's like squaring up. And I'm like, mind you, still don't know the girl. Still don't know who this is. Like, all I know is her name because people told me. You know how everybody is. They start crowding around. Oh, this and that. Are you scared about it? I think somebody either pushed her into me. I think somebody pushed her into me. And once that happened, because I'm the type where my mom taught me, hey, if they don't hit you first, don't do nothing. So I was waiting for her to hit me. I wasn't finna go first. So somebody pushed her into me and I started. So I'm doing this, fighting or whatever. And then, mind you, at this point, I done blacked out. I used to black out a lot in fights. Like, not saying I've been in many fights, but it's like I used to black out and not remember nothing. So I black out and I come to and I'm grabbing her jacket because she had a jacket on. So I come to and I'm grabbing her jacket and I'm like pulling it over her head like this. And like she couldn't see nothing pretty much. So I done blinded her with her jacket and I'm bow, 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 bow. I remember that being the staple of the fight. So I done did that or whatever. And I think somebody started coming or something. So everybody started dispersing or whatever. At this point, I'm mad. Like, everybody started walking away. I'm mad. I'm like, bro, I don't even know who this girl is. Like, who is that? Like, who? Sorry, I don't know what happened. I got it. Said my battery was low. So I'm over here mad. I'm like, who is that? Like, I don't even know who this girl is still. Like, who is this girl? Like, I'm living because I just got fought by a stranger. I just got jumped on by a stranger. Puff break. I just got jumped on by a whole stranger. A wasn't as mad as she should have been, but mind you, at this time I did not notice this. I didn't notice that A was not that mad and that she did not do anything to try to like help or protect me. Like, not saying she needs to jump in or nothing like that, because you know I have my own. But if somebody would have jumped in, yeah, duh, you should have jumped in. But nobody did. It was just me and the girl. I didn't peep this at the time, that she wasn't as riled up as she should have been. Like, a strange girl just jumped on your friend. Like, I would have been like, "Oh, who is you cool? Like, who is you? Like, you know, you need to be a little more amped up. Like, you should be wanting to fight too. You're not." This starts a beef, obviously. But at this point, she been having beef with me. It's always been a one-sided beef. But once you put your hands on me, oh, it's beef. Not forever, but we got beef now. So this starts a beef. And I'm still not being petty or anything like that. I'm literally just living my life, going to school, going to my classes, because I'm young. Like, we're young. Why are you so mad at a young age? Apparently, she had things going on at home because, yeah, she was on one at that age, like at the age of like 11. Like, girl, calm down. Go do your homework or something. Like, do something. So this starts a whole beef or whatever. I'm just going on about my days, and days are going by. I'm just going to school, going home. You know, my mom gets word of the situation, obviously. I tell her, actually, yeah, I did tell her. And then the time went on. So my mom went up to the school, right, and told them, because this happened after school. There was no teachers around, no nobody. And one thing about me, I have never, ever been scared to be labeled as a snitch, especially when someone put their hands on me. That's why, like, I was never the type to, like, I used to hate saying this, but I never let nobody bully me. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Because I will go tell. Like, okay, so the fight or whatever happened. No teachers were around. So I told my mom. My mom's livid. So she go up to the school and she telling them, like, yeah, this girl that we don't even know, like, my daughter doesn't even know her, then literally put her hands on her and then fought. The girl, they ended up figuring out who the girl was. I think at this time is when I really found out exactly who the girl was and like what grade she was in and everything. Because once we fought, you know, my mom figured out who the girl was, and they contact the parents and everything like that, and she ends up getting suspended. I think I might have got suspended too. I think I got suspended for like 3 days, which I don't know if that's I was gonna say a Texas thing, but this is Oklahoma. I don't know if that's like just a school thing, because it's like once you hit them back, like if somebody can hit you first, once you hit them back, you still get in trouble. Like, you want me to just get beat up? I got suspended for like 3 days, and she got suspended for like a week. So I'm like, cool. Like, I'm thinking it happened, whatever, beef is done. Wrong. So that happened, you know, it's the talk of the school or whatever. I'm not caring. I'm just going on about my life because I'm like, I still don't even know who this girl is. One of these days, me and my friend, I go to her house. Because like I said, she was right up the street from me. So I just walked literally right up the street. I don't know if it's just Oklahoma, but there's a lot of hills. So I just walked right up the hill to her house. We decided we're going to go to Stuck Up House to go jump on this trampoline. I don't know what it was about Oklahoma. I used to know a lot of people with trampolines, and we would literally just walk in their backyard and just jump on a trampoline. Like, regardless, I don't know if that was a kid thing, but like, regardless of if they were home or not, we would just go in their backyard and just be jumping on their trampoline. So that's one of the days we decided to go do that. So we walk in. I'm walking with we walking up the street, and then all of a sudden, these two random girls meet up with us and start walking with us. And I'm just looking, and they're older girls. Like, I don't know how old they were back then, because, you know, I was really small. They might have been, like, upper teens, but to me, they were grown. Because they had, like, you know, and I was flat-chested because I was little. So they had their, you know, and they just walking around, walking with and talking to her. And I'm like, so at this point, I'm kind of, like, in front of them, because I'm like, I don't know these people. And she's sitting there having a full-blown conversation with them. They're laughing and giggling and stuff like that. I'm just like, okay. And, you know, this is back when they started with those government phones. So we had those. They were like little touch screens and stuff. So we had phones back then. We walking up to the trampoline or whatever. His back door, he had like a gate to like his backyard. It's like on the side of the house, and then it's the backyard, and then you walk through the gate. You have to open the gate to get in there, and then You know, it's one of them gates where you kind of just, and then you just walk through the gate. So we walking to the side to walk through the gate, and one of them big girls, the like older girls, like stand in front of me, and I'm just like, I'm looking up at her because I'm this little girl, and I'm looking up like at her like, can you move like out my way, like, and she started getting real aggressive with me. And I call her a B word. I'm like, get out my way. Like, move. Like, I'm trying to go jump. Like, can you get out the way? She like blocking the gate. Oh, she start getting mad at me. Oh, don't call me no B word. Da da da. Next thing you know, I turn around, and who you think it is? Who you think it is? Just take a wild guess of who it is. I'm gonna take this hit while y'all guess. Jada. It was Jada. Jada was right behind me. As soon as I turned around, the sister pushed me into her, and we're scrapping. And I guess it had just rained or something, so it's like mud on the ground. We falling on the ground, the mud. I'm apparently on top of her, whipping her because the sister grabbed me off of her and was like holding me, and Jada's like hitting me or whatever, and I'm still fighting back while she's holding me, telling her to get off of me. Mind you, while this whole thing's going down, there's no help on my end. None. So we're fighting, whatever. The fight's over. They leave. I get up mad as hell. I'm like, no, this did not just happen. I'm sitting here thinking it's a casual Tuesday. We finna go jump. And I'm over here damn near getting jumped by a grown adult I thought was grown. And this girl I still don't know. That's still a stranger to me. So I'm mad as hell, like, and I'm mad at everybody but the person I should have been mad at. So I get back home livid, and I tell my mom what happened. She mad too because it's like, why is this girl still trying me? She keep trying me. And whole time, you know, A was there. I'm a kid, so I'm not realizing like that's fishy. Why was you there? Why was you not helping? Why were you talking to them before that? So I tell my mom, she mad. I think she ended up telling the school or whatever. But to this day, I do not know who the girl was. And come to find out, the bigger girl was her big sister. Okay. And I guess A knew her. Like, I don't know. I still don't know to this day what that was about. But it was obviously a setup. Back then, I didn't catch it. But I think like after I moved and like time went on, because I was still shocked about the situation because I never knew the girl, y'all. Like, to this day, I don't know why the girl didn't like me. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know how that happened. Like, I don't know why she wanted to fight me. I don't know why we fought twice. Like, I don't know. To this day, like, I'm like 25-year-old age, I still don't know. Like, 2 decades later, I still don't know why we got into it. But I really think A set me up because, yeah, come to find out the girl was the older sister or whatever. I think A set me up, and my little young self still was friends with her after that with A. Don't get mad at me, y'all. I was young. I did not know. I didn't realize that was giving set up because that was my friend. And you know, when you're naive, you're naive. You don't think people would do you like that, but they really will. Like, I actually went on to experience stuff like this like for a whole decade after this. Like, I kept getting played by people and being friends with them after this. Like, I had moments, plenty of moments after this like that. Like, I got into a fight with a person and became their friend. Like, that only happened to me once. But, yeah, I've had plenty more moments where I was dumb in friendships. But, yeah, we were friends still after. And, yeah, I come to find out the girl was just a hater. Like, I don't know who. I don't know. I just don't know. I just be living my little old life, and then I be getting just all kind of stuff going on. Like, I be always mind my little business, and people just want to be in my little business, I guess. I don't know, y'all. I really don't. But yes, that concludes my little story time, y'all. Sorry it was so short. I always feel like I'll be rambling when I be on my story times. Y'all can stay for the session if y'all want to, and the little conversation. But yeah, I always feel like I ramble when I tell stories, and I look back and I listen to myself, and I'll be making sense. But Yeah, I guess that just be my head. I just realized somebody's car going off. I wonder if y'all can hear that. I'm gonna wait till it stops. Okay, it finally stopped. But yeah, I be feeling like I be rambling, but I do be making sense. But I do be making sense. Let me know what story y'all want to hear next. So do y'all want to hear a story time about like a crazy time with my mom? The time that I dated I met a crazy dude off this dating app, or the time that, oh, a story time of an ex I had that ended up being, he's no longer on this earth. That's when I was gonna tell, but I was like, I'm gonna just tell this. But yeah, and I actually looked up the article about him the other day because I was kind of younger when it happened. I was shocked. I didn't think to look up the news article, but I looked it up the other day and I was like, dang. But I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video. I swear I be talking too fast. My mind be going too fast. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, y'all, and let y'all go. That car going off again. Somebody trying to steal their stuff. Yeah, I love you guys so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.